Shabbat Shalom. Hi, I'm your host today, Achi'ka Da'veed from Absolute Knowledge of Torah. Today, I want to keep everything nice and simple. Today is a beautiful day. Today is Shabbat. It's one of the most beautiful days ever. Yah has set it apart for us to remember Him, remember that He created everything, and also, too, you probably didn't know this, but to remember that you were a slave. Yeah. Remember what caused your slavery, okay? Remember that you used to have hard labor and work. Yah does not like anyone to do any work on it, okay? At all. It's a violation of Shabbat. He says, don't do any work, don't buy or don't sell, don't do any of those things. Sit back today and enjoy your life, enjoy your rest because you deserve it. Your body deserves it. Well, today also, too, I didn't want to talk about anything in the text. What I want to talk about is the language. In the language, which is the Hebrew language, we're not going to be thinking from a Western thought process, from the left. Today, we're going to be thinking from the right, over here on this side. So we're going to go from here, from over here to here today. Versus us reading from here to here, we're going to be reading from here to here. So your mind is going to start like zapping out because you're not used to reading from right to left. And so your mind kind of shorts out. You start going a little crazy. Not a big deal. 5 letters we're talking about today. Number 1 is the Aleph. Number 1. How do you say 1 in Hebrew? The first one in Hebrew. Rishon. So the first letter today, the Rishon that we're going to talk about is called the Aleph. The Aleph represents strength. It represents leadership. It represents that which comes first, okay? And so, as you know, that's the first letter that is used in the word Elohim, meaning the power of the Most High, the self-existing one, the one who has the most power of all powers, okay? You'll see the Aleph on front of words that has to do with going in certain directions, like el or all, to be upon, using a lot of prepositions, okay? So Aleph is a word that is, a letter that is silent. There is no pronunciation for it. It's completely silent. However, in the text, you'll find little dots, which they call in Hebrew nakud, which the Masoretic text has to allow us to pronunciate words that has different dots underneath that word. So we'll get more into that a little bit later, okay? But today's purpose is to teach you the first 5 letters of the Hebrew language. The second letter, number 2. How do you say 2 in Hebrew? Shani. So Shani is the second, the way to say 2, the second, for the second letter, okay? The second letter that we're going to be talking about today is the bet. Okay, the bet is pronunciated buh, like in boy or broke or bail, just the letter B. But there's also another sound that goes along with it. Okay, so there's 2 sounds, shani. There's 2 sounds, okay? The second sound, the shani, kol, which is voice. The second voice of it is one that's pronunciated with a V sound as something very soft, like van or vo or vase. And what's the difference? Well, the bet has either by itself, it has a dot in it. Inside the bet, there's a dot. And I'll put that up on the screen for you. That's the hard B sound. When it doesn't have that dot in there, okay, that nakud, it is called a soft sound. It's still a bet, but it just doesn't have that hard sound in it, okay? It's a soft sound. Number 3, how do you say 3 in Hebrew? Very simple. Shalishi. 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 I said it 3 times for you. Shalishi. So Shalishi, the third letter that we're going to be talking about today, is called GIMEL. Okay, GIMEL is, it looks like a camel or someone walking, okay? And you'll see it, I'll put it up here on the board for you. It is a letter that represents to travel and also represents the animal of a camel, okay? Did I tell you what the bet meant? The bet is really for a house, okay? I totally forgot. It means a house, a tent, or a dwelling. So that's what a bet means. Now we're talking about the GIMEL. It means to travel. Ding, ding, walking. So it also has some other meanings as well that talks about being great. The word for great in Hebrew is called GADAL. So I'm going to give you a word today for you to remember. It's called GADAL. And GADAL means to be great. And so how will we ascribe greatness? As we read in our Torah portion last week, it said that GADAL, I will ascribe greatness to the name of Yahweh. So his name is GADAL SHEM'KA. GADAL SHEM'KA. GADAL SHEM'KA means your name is great, Yahweh. So when you say Yah, that his name is great, you say Yahweh, GADAL SHEM'KA. In your prayer that you say, like when you wake up in the morning, just say it. GADAL SHEM'KA, Yahweh. He loves when we speak to him in his language. He loves it because it's the language that created all things. Praise the mighty Yah. What's the 4th letter? How do you say 4 in Hebrew? Ravi'i. Ravi'i. I will put it up on the board for you. And that's 4. That's the 4th place. That's the 4th letter, okay? Revi'i. And what's the fourth letter in the Hebrew language? The fourth letter in the Hebrew language is the Dalet. I love that letter because it's the first letter in my name, David. Okay? David, of course, you know, is the Melech. He's the one after Yah's own heart. He's beloved of the Most High. But David's name also has the meaning of meaning a doorway. Okay? A door. So Dalet represents door. A door to open up, entrance, to go in or to come out. Okay? So the Dalet represents door. And so what's the sound? Of course, it's D. You already know the Hebrew language is D, as in D, David, door. I don't want to say it, dumb. Not saying you guys are dumb, just using it, okay? Or you know, donkey is the same pronunciation. So you'll see that in there. Okay, I'll put the letter up there for you. Last but least, the final letter that we're going to be talking about today is the Hey. And how do you say Hey in Hebrew? And I skipped something. It's the fifth letter. The fifth letter. How do you say fifth in Hebrew? Kamishi. Kamishi. All right. So Kamishi is the fifth letter. And it's the Hey. And how do you say it? Like hello or hi or Heather or whatever. It comes out the back of your throat. Okay. And I'll put the letter up there for you. It's the fifth letter. It's the Kamishi letter. And it has that. And what does it mean? It means to look, to behold, or to focus. And one of the words that they use a lot in it is called hine. And hine means to behold. It means to look and focus. A lot of times, Most High, when he spoke to the prophets, he said, behold, meaning hine, look, focus. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. There's a certain way for you to remember it, okay? I want you to take your hand and I want you to make each one of your fingers into a letter. So Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, okay? And what you do is you could play this game with yourself, and don't let anybody see you playing it by yourself because they're going to think you're crazy. Or you play with your family, okay? What you do is you have someone put their hand up and they go like this and it says, which one is that? That's the fifth letter. And what's you supposed to say? You're supposed to go, hey. Then they go, 2. And you go, what's that? They go, Bet. Good. Next thing. GIMEL, Dalet, Aleph, Hey. And so you keep going back and forth. And what's going to happen is you're starting to train your mind and your brain, and you're going to get tired. That's one little exercise I got for you. The second one I have for you is for you to sing it, okay? Singing is the key to everything, I'm telling you, okay? So when you got it, you sing a song. Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey. Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey. And then reverse it. Hey, Dalet, Gimel, Bet, Aleph. Whatever you got to do. You got to do whatever you got to do to remember this. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how long it takes you. You have to make it happen, okay? Because if you don't learn this language, you're not going to learn anything. You're not. You're going to let people continue to deceive you. A lot of people can't even mess with me. And when I talk about mess with me is they try to come at me and they can't handle me because I know the language. I'm talking about scholars. I'm talking about rabbis. I'm talking about sages. I'm talking about church members. I'm talking about pastors. I'm talking about people in 30, 40, 50 years. And they cannot handle nothing I'm talking about because they don't understand the language. It's a weapon. And I'm going to give you that weapon. I want to empower you with it today. So praise Yah for you today. Praise him for this opportunity for me to do this for you. We're going to continue to do these things. We're going to continue to teach you. I'm not here just to teach you the scriptures. I'm here to teach you how to read them. I'm here to teach you how they work. I'm teaching you how the verbs are. I'm teaching you how to do it all. That's my job. That's what I want to do for you because I love you. You're my brothers. You're my sisters. I don't care who you are. If you love Yah, you're my people, period. So I'm going to teach you this for free. It costs $1,800 in Jerusalem. I called them and asked them to do the hey, how much does it cost? They said it's $1,800. I said, for what? They said, to give you beginning Hebrew. I said, beginning Hebrew, what do you get? They said, oh, you know, we teach you the letters and we teach you the nukuds and we teach you the bagah, kafet, and I'll go over that kind of stuff. And I was like, I already know this. What are you talking about? So I said to myself, I got angry. I said, I'm going to teach myself. And I did. And I know the language now. So I'm here to teach you. It doesn't cost you anything but your time. So praise the mighty Yah for you today. I love you and I'll see you next time. Shalom.